let's move on to the NBA draft lottery results. So they released for the NBA draft, the lottery is official. Number 1 is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 2 is the Golden State Warriors. 3, Charlotte Hornets. 4, Chicago Bulls.
LaMelo me.
5, Cleveland Cavaliers. 6, Atlanta Hawks. 7, Detroit Pistons. 8, the New York Knicks, LOL. 9, the Washington Wizards. 10, the Suns. 11, Spurs. 12, Kings. 13, Pelicans. And 14, the Boston Celtics from the Memphis Grizzlies. So, where were you, John? I'm gonna start with you. You was so close. You was in the top 4, the Chicago Bulls, but ultimately fell to number 4. How can the Bulls draft this player and hopefully make a potential playoff push next season?
Playoff push is definitely possible in the Eastern Conference, but it is going to depend on who the Bulls' general management decides to hire as a head coach for this season. Hopefully, we get someone with experience. Kenny Atkinson left the Nets in March, and hopefully he's looking to come to the Bulls. So that'll be exciting news. Or he can go get Mark Jackson if he decides to step out the booth. Regardless, that's what's going to come down to our making the playoffs, not whatever player we draft. But I was disappointed when we come back from the commercial break and they announced our team first as the 4th team to be drafted. I thought we were going to get the number 1 seed, or the number 1 pick, but it's fine. Obi Toppin from Dayton, a lot of criticism on him saying that he can't rebound, he don't play defense. But the way Dayton played last season, first off, they were like amazing. They were going to be a really good team in March Madness. It sucks that they didn't get a chance to show off. They were like 25-2. But he played the center position, and he's 6'9". So they play small ball. He can shoot. And if he comes and plays a 2 or 3, I think that they'll have the talent that will push them over the Magic, because I'm tired of seeing Orlando Magic go when I don't feel like they're the best bottom team in the Eastern Conference. So we get Obi Toppin or Isaac Okoro, and we get that wing player, get a coach that makes sense. We finally got Gar Forman and John Paxson, the most terrible general management team I've ever seen in my life, out of Chicago. So we got a person of color, I forget his name, but first black GM in history. So I'm excited. It's a lot of hype going into the Bulls season this year. And it's just going to take a really great coach to lead that team to victory. So we'll see how it turns out. And I just want to say real quick before we pass it on, all the other teams that's in this draft lottery in the top 10 picks, they're probably going to have like 3 teams trade up. And we'll see how that looks. And I know a lot of people have been saying the Hawks probably going to trade that pick. Me and someone else was talking about it. If they send Clint Capella in that 6th pick to the Timberwolves, they might be able to make a case to get a number 1 pick, and they could go and get Ant-Man and bring him home. So
why would they want Clint Capella? Why would the Timberwolves want Clint Capella? They got capped.
I don't know, but they could have a good two big man tandem with Clint and Cat, and you also have D-Loading, and you get someone at that 6th pick. You could probably
Clint can't shoot.
You could probably get a 9th seed in the West.
I like the Timberwolves taking Ant-Man to pair with D'Angelo Russell and Cat and Josh Okogie.
I agree.
And find the 4 or whoever the 4 may be. I don't know, but that they don't. Yeah, I keep my pick.
I'm gonna give it back to you, Cut. The Pelicans, disappointing seat. Who's talking? Who's that?
I was talking about things. Hold on, go ahead.
I said the Pelicans had a disappointing season. They had potential playoff hopes, getting invited to the bubble, but ultimately failing. And Alvin Gentry was fired from the New Orleans Pelicans as well. What do you think the Pelicans would do with the 13th pick, Mr. Carter?
Shout out to the firing of Alvin Gentry.
Oh, that's their rule.
No, bro. Oh, he had to go. His time was up.
Praying for you, man.
He had a full year with Zion.
Bro. He wasn't good before Zion. He wasn't good with AD.
My brother wanted them to keep Monty Williams.
Everything that has relation to Dale Demps, our former general manager, can go. Now the new GM, I forgot his name.
David Griffin?
No, David Griffin's over. He's the president over the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
But the GM is I forgot his name. But he's he looks black. I forgot his name though. But whatever. He doing a lot of the right moves. I like the young team. I love Drew Holiday, but he needs to leave because we're wasting his time. I love to see Drew go to like a team like the Lakers because he said the only reason he resigned with us was for AD. He said I only resigned to be with AD. So him leaving is kind of like, dang. And I'm like, I literally wouldn't mind trading Drew Holiday for something from the Lakers and Danny Green, and we'll take his contract for the last season. And y'all can have AD. Y'all can have Drew, a real perimeter defender, a real off-ball player that could help y'all make another run next season. And we go young, and we build around Zion and B.I., keep Lonzo. If we give Lonzo another year to try it out, and if it don't work, then you could look at letting him roll. Who else we got? JJ Redick, let him. He could go to the Lakers too, because we don't want to waste his career anymore. This is his first time not making the Alls. That 13 pick, I don't care for it. I don't. I mean, I really can't even tell you because without the tournament, I can't tell you who's gonna be there at 13. You know what I'm saying? Like I can look at all these mock drafts and be like, oh, that's a good pick, but I really don't know because I didn't get to see enough college basketball. If that pick, but see, Cole Anthony not falling that far. But if Cole Anthony falls to 13, I'm all for that. If he doesn't, I don't care what they do with the pick, to be honest.
Well, what do you think they'll say? Because they said Lonzo might be a trade asset. So what do you think they could do with that? I don't think they should.
Lonzo on the 13th pick, you could trade up, but Lonzo, I don't even think Lonzo has enough hype at this point to be.
I would trade Lonzo.
I still think he has
traded. I say one more year. I want to give him one more year with Zion.
Yeah, I like Lonzo.
I like him too, but like Stan said earlier, LaMelo gonna be better than him. So I want to give Lonzo a shot, one more shot. But as
they play differently.
Lonzo's a great facilitator. He could run the offense. He just got to see who the coach is. Because in Alvin Gentry's system, we pull a lot. Everything's transition.
I think it'd be a defensive-minded head coach.
And he was jacking threes, and it's not his game. And it's just like they try to force him to be in a shooter, and it's like if you're not a shooter,
he has to become a better shooter anyway.
He does need to. But I'm saying like JJ was working with him on his shot and everything. Literally, we will run down the court, and 6 seconds into the shot clock, he's pulling, and it's like that's not him. I'd rather see Lonzo.
You got to do it to know it's not you though. You have to play like that to know that, oh, okay, that's not my game. So
you going to do that tomorrow, John?
It's not your game. You've been hooping
I'm retired from PACT League basketball.
20-some years of your life. You know you're not a shooter. You know you're not a shooter if you've been hooping the last 20 years of your life. That's not your game.
John not coming out of retirement till we shoot for captain.
But this draft don't really excite me that much outside the top 3 people, to be honest, anyway.
I agree. It's a lot of international players this draft.
So I could wait till next year or whatever. And then we got Lakers picks coming in the future too. So this draft not really a priority for us.
Gotcha. Do you guys have any more takeaways before I ask my one more final question about the draft lottery?
I just hope the Knicks don't mess this up.
Draft Wiseman. If they flip that pick, I'm gonna be really upset.
That was my question. How we feel about Golden State sneaking their way into the top 2 pick?
That's how you know this junk the wig.
How they sneak that way? How they sneak that way?
Bro, they tanked this season away. We knew they was doing that. Then they went from finals to top 2 pick on purpose.
I think that is a wig, but
that's
look,
the wig, bro. And then, you know, next season they're gonna be back in the offs. Like we know this. Next season they'll be right.
Well, they're gonna have a healthy Curry, and you got Klay Thompson tore his ACL in the finals. So it's like they knew from that moment, oh, we're taking.
But I feel Curry could have came back, or he did come back again.
He came back in March, but that's
didn't do the wrong.
Curry was thinking Curry didn't play on purpose. He could have played more after.
Yeah,
that.
I think Curry could.
I definitely think so.
I think and Draymond, he's an all-star player, so he's supposed to show that he's
an all-star player because of Curry and Klay.
Right, but I also think when they assessed that situation and they traded D'Lo, they were like, Steph, you're not playing. Or
bro, they never wanted D'Lo. That was just the sell. Bro, I honestly feel like that was like, oh, we're gonna bring in D'Lo to see if we can make. They saw it and they saw them play and was like,
no, dead ass. The report was
like, nah.
Yeah, the Warriors signed and trade for D'Angelo Russell, but he is still on the block. He's like
that was the first report. Everybody's like, nah, but they're keeping that man. Boy played a couple games with Curry and they realized it wasn't gonna be like Klay, and they were like, yeah. We'll try.
I don't like D'Lo and Curry and Klay. Like
they were never gonna play. They were never gonna play together. They were never gonna touch.
They just did that because Klay was gonna be
out.
They
were never gonna touch the court together.
Right. Ever. So they just want to see. Okay, let's see if we can make some type of run.
If we see if we can make a run and we could be in the Alls and sell tickets. And
sell tickets in a new arena. Facts.
New arena. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, it's not gonna work.
Do the Warriors move the second pick and Andrew Wiggins for another superstar?
They can't.
Somebody talking about go get Giannis.
Phoenix.
They said Devin. They want Devin Booker. They said they want Booker or Giannis. That's the Warriors.
Okay, how does Devin Booker slide into them with
Klay can go down.
They all gonna just be pulling.
What you said? You said how Devin Booker would fit with Golden State.
Klay played a 3.
Klay played a 3. He's 6'7". Like he got good height and he's already D-straps. So it's like he's nice at that 3 position.
Like 6'5". Devin Booker ain't a little bit. He won't play the 3, but He's not little.
I think Clay and Book.
Clay played a 3.
I'm saying Clay will play the 3 because he can play defense too. Like,
I
It don't really matter who you put at center on that team.
Yeah, I
they,
think
they use a random center anyway. What you was saying, Damon?
You know what I'm saying?
it'd be. I think that's the most interesting, like, to see Book and Clay on the court or Book and Curry.
That Giannis addition would really piss me off. Because then Giannis really literally going to be bringing the ball up and they're going to be running off-ball screens and he's driving and kicking.
Next year, I think it's going to tell a lot for me based off what Giannis do. If KD fold him, I think he's going out west. But
why do you feel like KD's going to be the one to fold him?
Can we not do this again?
I just really don't understand why, though. Like, out of all the teams in the East, you really feel like the Nets are going to be that team, the number 1 seed.
He feels like KD is going to be that guy. He feels like KD is going to be that guy. KD's not that guy?
KD not that guy.
that's the
explain.
podcast.
He's a great scorer, a phenomenal scorer.
Bro, it's not just KD though. It's KD, Kyrie, LeVert.
Ever step foot on the game, but KD is not that
That
guy.
doesn't make sense.
He don't have that heart. He ain't got it in him.
This is why I like my boy on the podcast. I like
He don't have that killer instinct.
So is KD not the reason LeBron don't have a ring? 2 rings?
with Curry in them is the reason LeBron don't have a ring. Well, y'all keep doing that like it wasn't stacking the deck. He stacked the deck.
KD joined a 72-win team. They should have won against anybody.
Killer instinct.
That's with the Warriors. He's not doing that. How did Killer instinct? And when he was with the Thunder, he didn't do that.
Let him do that by himself, though. Let him do that by himself. Let him do that by himself.
Y'all are mad at KD for going to a team to win when LeBron did the same thing?
That's not the same. It is not the same.
Come on, bro. You know it's not
the same. When people do that, it just really – LeBron didn't go to the Celtics. LeBron went to the Heat and built his own thing.
We don't got to do
Did he
that.
went to the Celtics? Sure. But he did
How are we
not.
doing it?
That's what, it's like –
I don't care, bro. It's the same thing.
Bro, I don't understand.
My favorite player never did that. So, I mean, I'm come from an old school
Who's your
mentality.
favorite player?
What they say?
Kobe.
I was like, what the he's showing us?
Yeah, I was like, what the? I was like, hold up.
Magazine.
That's so quick, though. He froze me for a little bit.
Everything is
I was like, damn, bro, I got to edit this, bro.
I thought the man had some boxes on. He was like, hold up, bro, y'all ain't seen me.
Let me ask y'all, bro, how does KD not have killer in him?
Bro,
when he gets the
God
ball,
knows.
That man is weak.
Bro,
That man weak.
if KD wins with the Nets, I've never seen nothing bad about him
But
again.
he's not going to do it, though.
I don't think he'll do it either.
Look, the Nets are the 7th seed this year, and the teams above them that I think they're obviously going to jump with KD and Kyrie, the Pacers, the Sixers. And they might jump the Celtics. So I can see them being like top.
They're not jumping the Celtics,
The
baby.
East is weak. Who cares?
They're not jumping. Bro,
The East is weak.
bro, I'm trying to tell you,
KD's a
the
great
Celtics,
scorer, but KD
do you
don't
not
have
see how the Celtics are robbing the NBA as well? They have the 14th pick. They've been in the top 14. I can't.
For
bro,
real.
They've been in the top 14 for forever, bro.
That's their GM. Their GM is amazing.
They robbed the
don't
Nets.
play.
They're the reason the Nets had to get KD and Kyrie to rebuild and revitalize what they got going on. Because that
Danny
Paul
Ainge don't
Pierce,
play.
Kevin Garnett trade set them back for 10 years. Literally.
But
Danny Ainge don't play in that Celtics GM.
They ain't be robbing people, bro.
You talking about why do I believe the Nets? Like, I don't think the Nets are done. I don't think it's just KD, Kyrie, and DeAndre Jordan coming back next year. I think they're gonna get one.
Don't name DeAndre Jordan because I don't even consider him a vital piece. LeVert, sure.
He's strong though.
LeVert's getting Jonathan Allen, but Jonathan Allen will be starting at center. Jonathan Allen will be starting at center, bro. Jonathan Allen proved that he's the starter.
Jared Allen.
My bad, Jared. Sorry, NFL guy. Bad heart. But bro, now if they get another super, like if they get somebody like a good piece, crazy like a superstar, then yes, I can say. But see, I don't feel like the Bucks are the team to beat in the East anyway, so I don't care about the Bucks. The Bucks aren't the team. The Bucks aren't coming out this year, in my opinion. I don't think they come out next year.
I can
Giannis
tell you,
will have to leave to make it.
Person to tell you the Nets will fold the Celtics. It won't even be a.
I like to see it. He gonna have to show me. I love to see it actually.
KD taking. Boy.
We talking
I
about
love to see it
Much
actually.
money, boy. You taking?
I love to see that. And I'm not even a Celtics fan, but I personally feel like the Celtics got battle tested. LeBron a true win on your own.
Hey,
Not
hey,
win on your own, but you know what I'm saying. Nonetheless,
chill out.
LeBron, I know, bro. LeBron held it down with his team and they went 6-7 with the Celtics, and that was their first test. But I think that was what, a year or two ago. So 2 years ago. So now, by the time they even match up with KD and them, Kyrie gonna really be in jail, and I'm not sorry.
Jail?
I think the Celtics got beef with Kyrie. I think Kyrie got beef with the Celtics, and I think
Next
they gonna
topic.
have it out.
Next topic. Next topic.
That's how I feel.
I ain't never seen nobody put Kyrie in jail. Next topic. Next topic.
That's how I feel, bro.
Crazy as hell.
I think the Celtics gonna be the ones. That's gonna be the Celtics about to have that same type of run they've had back in the this is their team. They got the right team to do it.